This video is for my sister, and hi. You're watching this because you've asked me to do something, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you I'm not going to do it. And this is going to be the explanation as to why, because you're probably going to be confused and curious as to why I refused to do some simple task you're asking me to do. So you just left. It is the 18th of January, 5:46. You just drove away. And it struck me after you left that you actually didn't say thank you for what I've done for you, because you're upset that I didn't fill up your car with gas so that it was ready for you when you got here, which would be understandable if I didn't take the time to not only go up to see you for your surgery, to drive your car back home 3 hours, fill it with gas then, with Dad's money, but the oil change, that was out of my fucking pocket. That 7140 was my that was my 7140 that I donated to your fucking cause. First of all, second of all, the $184 battery that I got put in your car that you didn't have to worry about wasn't easy to get done. It wasn't easy. I didn't just get it put in the car. The car died like 3 or 4 times. I had to get it jumped a bunch of times. First of all, you neglected the car, and I took care of it for you. I also got it cleaned. I also paid. I went to Rocket Wash, that air freshener you saw in the car before you left. I went to Rocket Wash and got that car cleaned. I vacuumed the floor. I vacuumed the trunk. I cleaned it up. I kept it here at my apartment complex for months, under my supervision. I drove it on occasion to make sure the gears were churning, to make sure the transmission fluid didn't lock up, the fuel didn't fucking lock up, the fucking motor oil didn't lock up. I drove it! I took care of the car! You showed up in a Lyft, said hey, you complained that there was some of my shit in the car, some napkins. I had 3 or 4 napkins. I had a receipt for the 7140 for the fucking oil change on the passenger seat. And I had some clothes that were folded up in the back seat. I put your, I don't know if you noticed, probably not. I organized your shoes in the back seat, by the way. You didn't see that, obviously. And then you left. Didn't even hug me, or didn't even bother to see my new place. Or the same place I have, but some changes that didn't even bother to come inside. Didn't even try. So you didn't invite me. You didn't fucking care. So now that I'm sending you this video because you've asked me now to do something. And this is the reason why I'm not going to do that, or anything else you ask me to do anytime soon. Because I'm sorry, instead of only spending, what was that? Instead of only giving you 71, what's that? 71 plus, hold on, I got to do the math on how much I've saved you. Instead of only spending $255 when I should have spent $280 to fill your tank to the brim, you want me to apologize and feel bad? It's not going to happen. So whatever you need to do, you can fucking do it yourself. You're fucking ungrateful. It's why you're single. I'm done. That's it. And it took me, it took me a couple minutes until after you left, and I thought about it, and I was like, there's no way that you made a face when I told you the gas tank was empty. I said good news. I said bad news. I said good news and bad news. Bad news is the tank's empty. Good news is you have a new battery. Got in the car and you made a legitimate face of disgust at me. That's it. That's it. It was difficult to get that battery. I got it jumped by like 3 different people. I drove it around the city. I went to O'Reilly's. I talked to the guy. He couldn't help me. I drove it to my mechanic. We made a deal. I got your new battery. It didn't cost you anything! I'm doing nothing for you anymore. That is it.